Welcome to week 2 of Feed My Starving Americans. Let's go. This time I'm adding half of a teaspoon of garlic powder and 2 teaspoons of salt. We'll see how the flavor improves. I have big plans to expand to an American version of a Feed My Starving Children meal. Let's go. Ready? Boiling water. Can I open the bag one-handed? Yes, I did it. All right, here we go. Six cups boiling water, 1 Manapak thing. Generic Manapak, not official version. All right, well, based on my experience last week, I felt like it could use a little acid to cut through, so maybe like apple cider vinegar. Or this week, we're gonna do regular white vinegar. Probably gonna do about 1 tablespoon, and we'll see if it needs more than that later. I was also thinking a future addition could include a cheap can of Spam. You know, you could probably add your own additional proteins to this pretty easily. Hot dogs, Spam, chicken. Yeah, you could probably make it something. You could add tortillas and then make it like a burrito. We'll try the vinegar first, and we'll get to the other ideas next week. All right, I added my vinegar, but I was feeling like what I'm really wanting out of this dish is probably more of like a Chinese flavor. I feel like that's what us Americans really like, especially with rice, is a little bit of that Chinese zing. So I'm gonna add some soy sauce, and I'm gonna do 2 tablespoons. Okay, we'll see. So now I've actually increased the sodium quite a bit because I've added 2 teaspoons of salt and 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. So that's going to give some essential salts into this meal, and I think that the vinegar is just going to be just that little bit of acidity to kind of pop through and bring some flavor to that rice. While I'm really happy about what I'm seeing so far in terms of color and flavor development because of the soy sauce and vinegar, one thing I'm thinking is this adds to the complexity for a possibly already poor family. If I'm recommending they add soy sauce and vinegar, what if they don't have those? So I might need to try to find either a powderized version of that, or maybe some other type of acidity that could be used, like a citric acid, which is already a powder. Could just put a little citric acid in there. I'll be thinking about it. I don't know if they sell powdered soy sauce, but that would be awesome. Here goes. Wow. Definitely some improvement there with the acidity and the soy kind of umami flavor added. We're getting there. I think that it just needs a little bit more kind of that pepper / spice that I think we could maybe add with either a small amount of chili powder or maybe just some black pepper. But I think we're coming along somewhere. It turns out powdered soy sauce is a thing, so I might have to get some of that and see what the value add is for that. The more ingredients you add, the higher the cost per meal. But when you're talking about an American standard meal cost, you're running on a lot higher set of numbers than the average international third world meal cost. So I think that the product can probably afford a little bit of powdered soy sauce or powdered citric acid to just cut through. So I'll just need to find out how much citric acid in grams or in teaspoons equals 1 tablespoon of vinegar, and then how much soy sauce for 2 tablespoons of vinegar, or soy sauce, how much powdered soy sauce for 2 tablespoons. Anyway, week 2 success. It's definitely more palatable now and much more delicious.